I've been asked about excessive spending that the party does, and I really don't want to get involved too much with that, but I will make a couple of comments. I served as on the transition team for Carol Jean Jordan, and we looked at the audit procedures and the budget procedures, and we strengthened those procedures several years ago. And those procedures have even been further strengthened today. When all these reports come out in the media that, the money's been mismanaged, or that people spent too much, or they shouldn't have spent money on this or that, I don't really take that very seriously, because I think we have adequate safeguards to protect us from that. We do have rules and legalities where we have to report our expenditures, which, the party has done. The party has done an audit, and everything's come up fine. But what ends up happening on this is every few election cycles, you have people that look at the publicly filed reports, and they don't understand what money went for what, or why this expenditure is so large. So what I would do as chairman is I would have greater transparency. Obviously, we don't want to talk about our budget or release it prior to the election, because then the Democrats would know exactly what we're going to do. But there's absolutely no reason that after the election we can't go beyond what the letter of the law says and open up the books and show everybody exactly what we spent money on. There's no reason at all not to be transparent. What causes the problem quite a bit when the press gets a hold of some of these expenditures, they're directly a result of secrecy. Whenever you have secrecy and you're not very transparent, you're going to get a bad rep in the press, and it's going to give the Republican Party a black eye. So as your next chairman, I would be completely transparent after the fact. One of the other things that I would also do is I would report and probably make some other reports on what I call event-based accounting. So that if we have a certain fundraiser event, we can have a profit and loss sheet that'll be disseminated to the committee specifically on that event. So we can show exactly what money was spent on that event and how much money we got in return. There's been times here that I've read that the Republican Party's gotten beat up over, $800 dinners for, or more for a group of people. Well, if you're talking to donors that are going to be major contributors that are going to contribute $10,000 or $15,000 or more, you don't want to take them to McDonald's. You want a nice restaurant, or you want to take them to a Yankees game, or you want to give them a nice cigar. But if you had event-based accounting on how money is raised and how much it costs to raise that money, that would go a long way toward making the whole process transparent, provided you do it after the election cycle's over.